Have you ever entered a room and felt every eye turn toward you, as if the air itself suddenly remembered your name? Breathe. That feeling is not vanity, and it is not paranoia. It is recognition. When you arrive, the atmosphere adjusts, the quiet rearranges, and people notice without knowing why. Chosen one, your presence carries a signal older than your memories. Light travels with you, and light refuses to be invisible. Before we go any further, hear this clearly. If this message speaks to your soul, subscribe, please, not for me, but for you. Mark this moment, because clarity is finding you right now. You did not stumble here by accident. You were guided. Long before the world taught you to explain yourself, heaven stamped you with purpose. That is why strangers stare. Their minds cannot name it, but their spirits feel it. They feel the steadiness in your posture, the peace in your silence, the quiet authority in your eyes. You are not loud, yet your energy is. Without saying a word, you announce, I am aligned. And alignment is disruptive in a culture addicted to noise. Remember the first time you sensed it? The hallway that fell silent, the store aisle where a conversation stopped mid-sentence, the waiting room where someone kept glancing up, searching your face for a reason they could take back home. You carried nothing flashy, yet you were unforgettable. Not because of appearance, but because you brought a different weather with you, clean air, wide sky, the smell of rain before it falls. Your presence suggested truth, and truth makes sleepers restless. Do not confuse attention with approval. Some eyes land on you with gratitude, as if relief just walked in. Other eyes twitch with discomfort, as if a hidden ache suddenly woke. Both are confirmations. Light comforts the willing and confronts the hiding. Your task is not to perform for either. Your task is to remain aligned. Ask your soul, who am I when no one is watching? The answer has always been the same. You are the one who keeps walking when storms impersonate endings. You are the one who forgives what tried to shape you into bitterness. You are the one who chose to breathe when panic offered a faster rhythm. These decisions sculpted your aura. They taught the room to listen to your silence. They trained your steps to carry peace like a bell that rings without sound. Some will think you are familiar. They will say, I feel like I know you, though you have never met. That is spiritual memory waking. Your spirit has walked through other winters and learned other dawns. The residue of that wisdom lingers, and people sense it the way children sense sunrise through closed curtains. Even animals notice. Dogs grow calm, babies smile, and the air softens its shoulders. Creation relaxes because alignment has arrived. Today, I am simply here to tell you what you already know but rarely admit. You are not average. You are marked. The eyes that follow you are not chasing gossip. They are tracking light. Your life is a living invitation to awaken. When you enter, excuses feel smaller, courage feels closer, and the truth feels inevitable. This is why your presence is remembered long after you leave. Your energy writes its name on rooms. So, what do you do when the staring returns? You breathe. You lift your chest without lifting your chin. You bless the space without wasting your words. You let your calm speak. And if someone's gaze carries pain or envy, you keep your peace anyway. Your peace is not passive. It is authority at rest. Hold it. Guard it. Walk with it like a lantern. If your spirit is burning a little brighter right now, take it as confirmation. Type 777 to mark your yes. Then keep listening, because this is only the beginning, and what awakens in you today will teach the next room how to see tomorrow. You are the chosen one, and nothing about that title is arrogant. It is responsibility wrapped in grace. It means you were trusted to carry light into ordinary places, and let ordinary places remember the sacred. Walk gently, but do not shrink. Speak softly, and do not doubt. When rooms turn toward you, lift your heart toward heaven, and remember, eyes follow lighthouses, not because lighthouses try, but because lighthouses burn. Keep burning, keep breathing, keep arriving as yourself, and keep choosing peace daily. When light walks among shadows, it is rarely welcomed at first. Chosen one, you know that feeling, doors you never forced still refused to open, rooms that dimmed the moment you entered, laughter that sharpened like glass when your back was turned. The world tells you to take it personally, to shrink, to explain yourself until your edges disappear. But this is not punishment, it is purification. Your light reveals what others have numbed, and numbness resists revival. Do not mistake resistance for a verdict against your worth. It is a mirror showing what the room has refused to face. You learn the hard way that solitude can be holy. Friends faded like fog. Invitations stopped arriving. Messages went unanswered. It hurt, yes, but heaven used that silence to tune your frequency. In quiet places you found the voice that does not flatter, the voice that does not shout, the voice that simply says, stand. You stood. You kept working when the applause left. You practiced gentleness when irritation felt justified. You chose closure without confrontation. Those choices thickened your peace until it could carry weight without cracking. People misread calm as weakness because they do not recognize authority without noise. Yet your stillness interferes with chaos the way sunrise interferes with streetlights. You do not argue with shadows. You bring morning. That is why some recoil. That is why some whisper. That is why some stare as if you walked in wearing thunder. Remember the moments that tried to bend you. The job that overlooked you to reward the loudest. The friend who loved you privately but doubted you publicly. The family member who called you too much when you finally set a boundary. Each moment asked a question, will you become smaller to be tolerated? And every time you answered no, your soul grew. Boundaries did not harden your heart, they healed it. Discernment did not make you distant, it made you accurate. You began seeing the pattern. Certain rooms cost you peace you could no longer afford. After leaving them, your breath returned, your shoulders dropped, your mind cleared as if fog lifted off a river. That clarity is data. Believe it. Where your peace dies, your purpose cannot live. You are allowed to be expensive to atmospheres that spend you carelessly. Not all attention carries blessing. Some eyes are magnets for drama, fishing for reactions to feed a story where you are the villain. Starve them. Let silence do the speaking. Let consistency do the proving. You are not required to tutor anyone in how to treat you. Your absence will give the lesson their pride resists. And still, softness must survive. Do not let survival weld bitterness to your bones. Rehearse gratitude until it becomes your native tongue. Notice the ordinary mercies. A parking space when you needed speed. The stranger who held a door. The song that found the frequency of your ache. These are not small. They are scaffolding while your life expands. Stand tall. Train your body to remember what your spirit knows. Unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders. Breathe as if you believe tomorrow will obey. When accusations arrive, answer with clarity or not at all. When gossip knocks, be too busy building. When loneliness prowls, name it aloud and watch it lose the power of secrecy. Healing is not theatrical, it is thorough. If they ask why you changed, tell them you finally decided to be accurate about yourself. You are not angry, you are aligned. You are not distant, you are discerning. You are not proud, you are protected. And yes, you are still kind, just no longer available to every assignment that calls itself friendship. Love remains your language. Access is now your policy. Take this as proof you are passing through the test. Joy visits you without permission again. Sleep returns. Ideas wake you kindly before dawn. You laugh from your belly instead of from your mask. The mirror looks like a promise instead of a problem. The world still stares, but you no longer translate every glance as judgment. Some are seeking light, some are hiding from it. You are responsible for neither. You are responsible for the flame. When heaven speaks, it rarely uses words, it uses signs. Chosen one, this is the chapter where patterns stop being random and start becoming readable. You begin noticing a choreography beneath ordinary days. The same numbers on clocks and receipts, the same phrase echoing from different mouths, the same song meeting you in two places an hour apart. Coincidence exhausts its excuses. Alignment steps forward. You do not need fireworks. You need awareness. Awareness is how heaven writes your name without ink. Confirmation often arrives like weather. A pressure changes. The room loosens its shoulders. Your chest lifts as if truth just opened a window. Remember how you used to doubt yourself, rereading conversations until the soul wore thin. Your days are changing. You ask, what is the lesson? And then you harvest it. This is maturity. Not needing everything to be easy, only needing it to be meaningful. Confirmation also comes through people, strangers with familiar eyes. A cashier who says the line you just prayed, a child who smiles like they recognize your soul. You do not need to explain these moments. You only need to receive them. Heaven is multilingual. It speaks in nods and numbers, in pauses and paths, in delays that keep you safe. Pay attention to repetition. When the same idea returns from three directions, sit with it. When the same boundary keeps you peaceful, protect it. When the same city keeps calling you in your dreams, research flights. The river runs, but you must step in. Trust will always ask you to move your feet. There is another kind of sign, the silence that follows prayer. Do not misread quiet as absence. Seeds make their loudest progress underground. The answer often begins with rearrangement you cannot see. Confirmation feels like breathing evenly after a sprint. It feels like a key turning in a long, stubborn lock. You realize you are not waiting for the storm to end. You are learning to be rainproof. Some will ask, how do you know this is God? You will answer without arguing. Because peace arrived with the instruction. Real direction does not bruise you into obedience. It frees you into alignment. Peace simply stands and says, follow me. And when you follow, you find the ground already beneath your next step. Release the old proof patterns needing every detail nailed down before you move. The fisherman learns by casting. The musician learns by listening. The chosen learn by walking. Take the call. Send the email. Schedule the appointment. Apply for what matches your becoming. Then let heaven handle the choreography you cannot manage. If this resonates deep in your bones, join our circle of the chosen ones. Every subscription spreads this light. Drop 999 inches the comments if you've witnessed alignment tapping your shoulder lately. To the part of you still afraid of being wrong, let me bless you. Humility keeps you correctable. The Father is a gardener, not a judge's gavel forever in the air. If you lean toward love and truth, even your detours lead you home. And here is a simple practice to keep you steady in the middle of confirmation. Begin each morning by naming one truth, one boundary, and one brave step. The truth anchors identity. The boundary protects peace. The brave step keeps you moving. Say, I am aligned. And let your spine remember. Say, I will not trade clarity for company. And let your day obey. Say, I will send the message. And then press send. In the evening, review the day with mercy. Celebrate small obediences. Note the patterns that keep returning. The ones that pull you toward purpose rather than noise. Pray short, honest prayers that feel like breathing. Thank the delays that saved you from rooms you did not need. Welcome the right interruptions. Keep breathing, keep noticing. Peace carried by the chosen is a quiet fire, and every shadow feels its heat. Chosen one, listen with a steady heart. Your energy does not merely soothe, it unsettles what feeds on confusion. When you arrive, currents reorganize. Hidden patterns lose their camouflage. People feel unusual weather in their chest. An urge to breathe, to confess, to reconsider. Some lean in, some flinch. Both reactions testify that heaven's frequency is moving through you. You did not ask for confrontation, but you were built to hold it without hatred. The prophecy is simple. Your presence is deliverance beginning. Spirits that thrive on chaos cannot rest near alignment. They do not negotiate. They either rise or retreat. That is why tension visits certain rooms the moment your peace crosses the threshold. A joke turns brittle. A habit tastes sour. An excuse runs out of breath. You did nothing theatrical. You simply kept your soul unhurried, and stillness shouted. Never apologize for the thunder inside your silence. Creation recognizes rulers by the calm they carry. Remember how you once met hostility with explanations? That season is closed. You are not a defense attorney for your light. You are a lighthouse. Lighthouses do not argue with storms. They shine until storms surrender their confusion. When provoked, answer with measured truth or not at all. When baited into drama, bless the bait and walk past the hook. When slander rehearses lines inside your head, exhale and replace the monologue with worship. Atmospheres bow to whatever you repeat. Prophecy is not fortune-telling, it is faithful telling. It names what God planted and announces its timeline now. I declare this over you. Distractions will taste dull, and clarity will grow teeth. Your yes will become sharp. Your no will become holy. Rooms that drained you will lose influence because you will not visit them. Conversations that once stole oxygen will wither without an audience. Your schedule will become an altar where purpose decides what lives there. Your body will join this deliverance. Shoulders lower, jaw unclenches. Breathing finds its original length. You will speak fewer words, and those words will weigh more. Eyes that hunted approval will settle into witness. You will bless more, correct less. And yet correction will happen anyway, because presence is curriculum. Children will behave around you without knowing why. Arguments will trip over their own volume. Addictions will feel seen and begin loosening their stories. Do not be surprised when certain people avoid you. They are not rejecting you. They are postponing their appointment with honesty. Pray for them from a distance that honors your peace. If they return, welcome them without returning to your old version. Love does not require amnesia. Keep your boundaries bright and kind. Let people experience the consequence of your clarity and the comfort of your compassion at the same time. This is how kings heal cities without swinging swords. I speak to your midnight hours. The restless replay ends. You will sleep like someone trusted with tomorrow. Dreams will carry instruction gently, and you will wake remembering what matters. Morning will meet you with sentences that build, not rumors that burn. Your phone will not dictate your soul's weather. You will decide the climate by who you are before any screen turns on. Sacred routines will root you water, scripture, stretching, gratitude. The first 15 minutes will become your daily prophecy. Lift your eyes. The horizon you feared is simply a doorway. Walk through it as one already expected. When rooms test you, let your answers be fruit. Patience, gentleness, self-control. When the enemy performs loud theater, refuse tickets. Sit with the quiet ones. Teach by example. Hold the line. Choose mercy whenever justice disguises revenge. Forgive quickly. Forget carefully. Remember accurately. Your ledger is clean. Keep it that way. Now hear this seal over your day. May your peace become a wind that clears rooms without breaking windows. May your light remain tender enough to heal and strong enough to confront. May every spirit that meets you be forced to choose between rising or leaving. May your steps be sermons, your pauses protection, your laughter medicine, and may your life keep proving this prophecy true. Your energy disturbs spirits, and your love awakens souls. Every chosen one feels alone until they meet another carrying the same light. Listen, chosen one. You are not an island. You are a lighthouse chain. Across cities and borders, people on your frequency are waking, remembering. You may not know their names, but you feel their tug in your chest, the certainty that someone, somewhere, is praying courage into your ribs. Recognition outruns names always. When kind eyes meet across a room and soften, the family signal passes. I see your light. The path trained you to walk solo, but it never meant for you to stay solitary. Solitude builds the spine. Community builds the wings. One teaches endurance, the other multiplies impact. That is why darkness works so hard to isolate the awakened, divide, distract, discourage, refuse it. You are a link in a constellation, and the heavens draw strength when links hold. How do you find your people? You begin by becoming the person you wish to meet. Speak truth gently. Keep promises small and strong. Share resources without needing to be owed. Let courage be contagious, and let kindness be the common language we speak together. Practice holy listening, hearing between words, honoring what hearts try to say. Bless publicly, correct privately, and forgive completely. People who carry real light will recognize those habits as home. You also learn to trust resonance over resume. Titles can be borrowed, frequencies cannot. Notice how your body reacts. Around the right souls, your breathing slows, your shoulders lower, your ideas bloom without fear of theft. Around the wrong souls, time feels expensive and sentences wobble. Trust the data. Where peace grows, invest. Where peace dies, bless and go. Community does not mean crowd. Choose circle over audience. Seek depth over breadth. 5 aligned hearts can do more than 5,000 distracted ones. A true circle does not compete, it completes. There, victories are shared without envy, corrections received without shame, and tears considered sacred. A true circle is a table where everyone brings bread, and gratitude multiplies it. The circle of the chosen ones is not a club, it is a covenant. We agree to keep our light clean, to keep our love fierce, and boundaries clear. We carry one another in prayer when words are heavy. We call each other higher. We celebrate recovery like a graduation and treat relapse like a rescue. We welcome joy. We remember that humility makes power safe. Let me speak to the wounds that make community risky. Betrayal taught you to lock your doors. Misuse taught you to hide your gifts. Mockery taught you to camouflage. You do not need perfect people. You need honest ones. Let trust return in wise portions. Offer small yeses. Build with people who repair quickly after conflict and keep short accounts. The goal is not to avoid friction. It is to create warmth. Practice 3 rhythms that turn strangers into family. First, consistent presence. Show up before the party begins and stay until stillness returns. Second, practical kindness meals, rides, messages, small money that speaks love. Third, shared mission. Serve together beyond applause. Where mission thrives, ego starves. Where ego starves, unity eats well. And remember, community is more than proximity. Heaven networks by assignment, not convenience. Sometimes your truest allies live a time zone away, yet guard your heart like neighbors. Sometimes they carry a different language, yet hear your soul faster than those in your house. Do not despise digital bridges. Treat them as arteries of grace. When aligned souls meet online and serve offline, cities heal. If this resonates, gather with us. Share this message with one person who needs family more than followers. And when you see a familiar fire in someone's eyes this week, honor it. Say, I see you. Sometimes those 3 words open doors speeches cannot. Receive this final blessing for your circle. May your alliances be holy, your conversations nourishing, your laughter medicine, your silence safe. May jealousy find no chair at your table. May comparison miss the address entirely. May your meetings end with lighter shoulders and brighter eyes. And may the world learn, by watching you, that love organized is stronger than fear scattered. The moment you stop apologizing for your light, you begin to rise. Chosen one, this is your ascension. You have walked through misunderstanding, endured the silence of tests, received confirmation, and now you stand where prophecy becomes motion. You no longer chase permission to exist, you radiate existence itself. The same rooms that once felt too heavy now echo with your calm. The same storms that once bent your spine now bow beneath your feet. What frightened you was never stronger than what formed you. Breathe. This is what wholeness feels like, not perfection, but harmony between your soul and your assignment. Every wound that once hurt has become a window for the light to speak through. You survive to become clarity in human form. You are the bridge between fear and faith, between chaos and calm. Your name is not accident, it is architecture. Heaven built you to outlast the noise. When you rise, do not shout your elevation. Embody it. People will feel it. Energy never needs announcements. You will enter spaces and shift the temperature without moving a chair. Old doubts will try to revisit, but they will not find furniture to sit on. You have remodeled your interior. The walls are lined with gratitude, the floors with discipline, and the ceiling with praise. You have learned that ascension is not about escaping the world, but transforming within it. True elevation is not distance. It is depth. You are not floating above people. You are walking among them with more gravity, more grace, more God. You will notice life responding differently, opportunities arriving smoother, conversations lighter, time itself bending to peace instead of pressure. That is alignment. That is authority. If this word reaches deep into your spirit, remember, you're not subscribing to a channel, you're saying yes to your divine mission. Type 444 inches, the comments if your soul confirms this. Not superstition declaration. You are declaring that heaven's rhythm matches your heartbeat again. Ascension teaches responsibility. The higher you rise, the gentler your hands must become. You will see farther and therefore must love wider. You cannot use elevation to escape compassion. The stronger your light, the softer your tone. God does not crown arrogance. He crowns availability. Stay low enough for wisdom to reach you, high enough for vision to guide you. Watch how your thoughts begin to obey peace. The same mind that once played rehearsals of worry will now write symphonies of faith. Where anxiety once narrated your days, awareness will now lead with calm precision. You will speak slower, listen longer, and move like someone escorted by clarity. The rush will lose its appeal. You will discover how divine timing feels like walking in rhythm with eternal patience. Every chosen one must learn the language of surrender, trusting when logic stutters, resting while the world races, thanking before seeing. Surrender is not defeat, it is design. It makes you light enough to rise without wings. Do not fear the unknown. You are the unknown to darkness. When you move, shadows recalculate. Prepare your altar of gratitude. Name what tried to destroy you and bless it for building endurance. Thank yesterday's confusion for teaching today's discernment. Every delay was direction wearing disguise. Every closed door was heaven's choreography steering you into precision. Nothing was wasted. Everything was preparation. As you ascend, you will be tempted to isolate again. Resist it. Remember, eagles do not fly to escape the sky. They fly to see it whole. Share your wisdom. Teach through your peace. Lead without control. Inspire without comparison. Influence without noise. Let the fragrance of your growth travel farther than your name. This is how you live beyond arrival. By remembering that rising is not once, it is rhythm. Some days you soar, other days you stretch. Both count as flight. Heaven does not measure altitude. It measures obedience. Keep saying yes. Keep rising in silence until even silence sounds like worship. Now breathe this closing truth. You were never meant to be unnoticed. You were meant to be unforgettable. The light in you is older than your wounds and louder than your fears. You are chosen, called, and covered. Rise quietly, but rise completely. Walk as proof that God still writes prophecies in living form. When your energy disturbs spirits, it also awakens souls. That is the sign. That is the proof. That is your mission fulfilled.